The 2016 presidential election is over.
Easy decision.
And the winner has been declared. But as vote counting is replaced by the countdown to the new year, we continue our Wisconsin recount retrospective.
735 was because the machine read it as an overvote.
A penetrating, behind-the-scenes look at the dramatic and controversial recount requested by Green Party candidate Jill Stein. We're searching for an answer to one of the most important questions in any democracy. How can we have confidence that our votes are being counted correctly?
That was a +1 to make it 63.
Part 1 focused on accuracy in Brown County. Part 2 revealed problems with the scanners in Racine County.
There were 18 that were undervotes on the optical scan tape, and we knew that 15 of those were actually for candidates.
This is Part 3, examining the security of the recount, using Brown County as a reference and comparing a few other counties. Brown County counted 129,000 ballots.
How many boxes did we start off on? Was it 4 or 6?
Three. They counted 3 small towns, or 2%, by hand, and the rest were counted by a DS-850 high-speed tabulator that, according to the ES&S website, counts 300 ballots per minute. A police officer was present at all times, and the count was safe and orderly. But what about the security of the machine itself? Sandy Juneau is the clerk in Brown County.
I have absolute confidence in the tabulation system that we use here in Brown County. We know that it can't be attached to the internet, so there's no way that it can be hacked.
In the HBO documentary Hacking Democracy, Harry Hursty, a computer security analyst, was able to hack a voting machine that was not connected to the internet.
Oh my gosh. Let me see.
Here's the tape.
Hursty filed an affidavit during court proceedings for the recount confirming optical scan machines can be hacked in a manner that changes election results. So even though the machines in Brown County are not connected to the internet, they are still vulnerable.
These vendors are lying and saying that everything's all right, and it's not all right.
Computer scientists agree that connecting voting machines to the internet makes them even more vulnerable.
We must not connect the voting machines, even indirectly, to the internet.
Yet despite reassurances under oath by the chair of the Election Assistance Commission that
voting machines are not connected to the internet.
In Milwaukee County, the voting machines use a wireless modem to retrieve results. Computer experts that we consulted with said that an independent and professional study was necessary to make a final determination, but that a wireless modem is most likely compatible with internet communication. The county clerk in Milwaukee, Joseph Zarneski, is not concerned about the wireless connection, saying, "I don't know how hackers could turn it on and off." Andrew Appel, the computer scientist professor from Princeton who you just heard testifying before Congress, has researched the question, which voting machines can be hacked through the internet, concluding, all of them. Scott McDonald, the clerk in Dane County, said they are considering getting wireless modems for the machines in Madison in time for their February primary. In Dane County, they conducted a 100% hand count of almost 310,000 ballots during the course of 14 days. McDonnell echoed Sandy Juneau, saying humans are the ones that make mistakes. We were constantly having to start over.
We've gone over and over and over and over on that one. I think we're good on that one.
When you're asking people to count, believe me, the numbers don't always add up.
I'll add them again.
We turned to Karen McKim, part of the Wisconsin Election Integrity Action Team, for suggestions.
The best system would use both voting machines and manually counted voter-marked paper ballots.
That is the system currently in use in Columbia County, New York, where they get a count from optical scan machines on election night and then do a 100% hand count audit of all competitive races in the days following. Back in Brown County, there were some concerning chain of custody issues with the ballots being stored in an unlocked room that pretty much anyone at the count had access to.
As far as I could see, you just opened the door. It wasn't even locked.
Correct.
Okay, so it hasn't been locked now during the recount.
No, because we've been in and out of this room.
They do have a very thorough process of taping and sealing the ballot boxes, so it would have been hard to get to the ballots, and that was reassuring. The self-sealing bags in use in Racine County did not inspire confidence, and observers there reported that the chain of custody was not good, saying the ballots are never to be left alone nor left with a single person, and this did occur.
It's going to be a -1 from this, correct, for Trump?
Our overall security evaluation is that although the Wisconsin county clerks are for the most part conscientious, there is a misplaced confidence in the security of the voting machines, a lack of awareness about the dangers of connecting them to the internet, and some chain of custody issues that could benefit from more scrutiny. We've added a fourth and final part to the series that includes a fascinating breakdown of just how close the race in Wisconsin was and gives an overview of the whole report.
Have you gone over and watched?
Be sure and check back for that. I'm Lulu Friesdat, an independent journalist and documentary filmmaker. Please share the report and follow me on Twitter at Lulu Friesdat.